What if a Houston dairyman becomes a Houston peach farmer, then a married peach farmer, then a wine grape grower? What happens when experience meets opportunity and a grape grower becomes a nurseryman? What if a TV show could raise awareness, then become a trend?
The red wine reduces the risk of heart disease.
Then a fad, then a change in the American diet. What if a little bug becomes a big problem, and the big problem requires a big solution, and our products are part of that solution? What if the party never ends? What if it does? How will we grow? What will we grow? A new product, a new way, our way. What are feeder roots? What if growers could plant year-round? What if all grapevines were grown in a pot? What if the pot was bigger? What if our products are not accepted? What if they are? Look to the sun. What if we could help solve problems with nematodes, drought, salt, root rot, production? What if an almond orchard could survive a heavy wind after a heavy rain and stand tall to tell the story? What if we built a plant lab? What if we hire really smart people to do really neat things? What if we could make cleaner nursery products? What if we could produce tree rootstocks that are genetically identical? Not like this, but like this. What if every tree could perform like the best tree? What if a pistachio orchard could produce more nuts? What if crown gall didn't exist in walnut trees, almond trees, or your tree? What if we traveled the world to find new products, and travel the state to deliver them? What does it take to build a company over generations? We must be safe, innovative, and goal-oriented. Can we motivate, propagate, differentiate? What if we offer innovative products and friendly field service? Would that be nuts? What happens when fun and friends collide and we all have a great time at the county fair? Or stay and play on a sunny day in May? Heck, what if we offer free beer at a football game? What if making a difference meant getting involved, taking a stand to show that California ag is worth fighting for, believing in, and investing in? What if agriculture was revitalized, revolutionized, containerized? Can our family do it? Can our family do it? We can. Please join us.
I've always been an ag. Well, I shouldn't say that. I worked for about 2 years at a job. And I thought, this is not for me. And so I'm going to do something on my own. So I did. I struggled. I did farm work for, tractor work, things like that for farmers, and did some contract work, and it led to tree planting, which we developed systems that worked pretty well. And so we did a lot of trees. And through that I saw nurseries that were good and nurseries that weren't so good. And there's a lot more good ones than there are bad ones, though. And as I went along, I thought I'd like to have a nursery, so when the opportunity came up, it looked like they were going to run short of vineyards in California. Wine sales were up and plantings were not going anywhere. So I started a nursery with some other fellows. And one thing I learned through planting and developing orchards and vineyards for fellows, that quality was important, and so I wanted to have the best possible vine or plant I could give a farmer, and that turned us into going to Davis and finding the new developed heat-treated stock that they developed there. And that meant we had to go into a greenhouse. There's only one vine of every variety. So I had to go to a greenhouse, do rapid propagation. That meant containerized plants. All the things changed from what I thought I was going to do to what I did do. My wife, Anita, you couldn't ask for a spouse that could be any more supportive than her. I had ideas to do things, and sometimes it led us to real tough times in the money side, and she never complained. She always says, go for it. Always was a go for it, go for it, go for it. And even today, when something comes up and we'll sit down and talk about an opportunity, she says, go for it.
The best part of working in the greenhouse over the years has been working with Jim, and then as the boys got older, got to work with them and enjoy working with my sons. Now they're older and we're retired, and they're taking over and doing a wonderful job. It's great to see them every day and see new products come out. All kinds of new things that we would have never thought about. Then the part I really enjoy is when I'm working in the poinsettias and my grandchildren come out.
What we really like to see in an employee is somebody who's willing to grow with the company and learn more and constantly improve themselves and help us to improve ourselves. Here in our 21st season, we're fortunate to have a couple dozen people like that. For instance, Charlie Gonzalez has been here for 15 years. He's our labor and safety manager. His dad, Frank Gonzalez, was the manager before Charlie. He retired and handed it down to his son. And we hope that Charlie spends his whole career here at Duarte Nursery, and maybe someday he'll hand the position down to his son Isaiah. We're also very fortunate to have Frank Olide here working with us. Frank started off in 1992 as a rootstock processing crew leader, and we found out that he was extremely talented in computer programming. So long story short, Frank is now managing our Oracle system and also manages our production planning department. Working with Frank is Carolina Gutierrez, who's also been here since 1992, and she does a lot of our information processing, helping us with our space needs and helping us decide where plants are going to go when they're made. The more products we introduce into our product line, the more critical it is to plan accordingly throughout the year what's going to go where and which greenhouse is going to be occupied by any given product line. We're also very fortunate to have Patty Lopez working with us from day one. Patty's our longest tenured employee, so she's been here 21 years. Patty is incredibly talented at keeping a large work group focused and on task. She managed our grape grafting crew, which was some years over 100 people, very skillfully. And we've now developed Patty into a labor manager at large here at the nursery, so she'll cover all crops and all departments, helping with labor and HR issues.
We started off in grapevines in 1989, was our first production year. And it wasn't a real hot market then, but by the time we got into the early 90s, the grapevine planting boom of the 90s was wide open. And it was a really great time to build the company as a grapevine nursery. We had really go-getting times. We went from 250,000 vines in 1989 to about 12 to 14 million vines by the late 90s. Come 2001, 9/11 hit, there was a grape glut, a little bit of a global recession, and the grapevine plantings just hit a wall. The whole world had been overplanted during the 90s, and at that time we were just developing our almond program. And so we were able to refocus a lot of our resources and capacity into almond trees and then pistachios and walnuts, and now we're fairly broadly diversified across agricultural crops.
I started as a wine grape sales rep for potted wine grapes. When the nursery decided to go with potted tree products, it revolutionized the whole planting season for growers in California. We plant literally 12 months out of the year.
In making my decision to plant an orchard and planting my orchard with Duarte Nursery is the potted tree. What they have done to revolutionize the market of the nursery business by allowing us to plant a tree anytime we like with a quality, clean rootstock.
Between customer service of the field rep and also the in-house personnel is pick up a phone call and you get a quick response back.
I'm very optimistic about the future of Duarte Nursery and about the future of the Duarte family in business, whether it be agribusiness in the future, the nursery business, or wherever we might go. We've got a heritage of risk-taking, we've got a heritage of customer service, of innovation. We hope that we relate to our people that work with us well and that we provide opportunities and a fun place to work. And so I think that just as agriculture is oftentimes a family heritage, I very much believe that just being a family business is its own family heritage. And the risks and the ups and the downs and all the things that kind of come with being in business, good and not so good sometimes, are things you learn to work with when you grow up in a family enterprise.
And I'm glad that my sons are involved, and I hope that things continue on and we keep. We don't deserve to be here unless we contribute to the agriculture, and I sincerely mean that. And if we don't go out and try to do the best we can, to be the best we can be, and be better than anybody else, then we probably don't deserve to be in business.
Well, on behalf of the Duarte family, it is a real honor to be honored here tonight. We've watched other families come through here and be proud just to be part of Stanislaus County agriculture and to see the great stories that this county has brought about in the agricultural industries. It's been great watching my uncles work in agriculture as teachers. It's been great watching my grandfathers and my father and my mother grow up in agriculture and bring that to us. Even if my brother and I grew up as little suburban rats down in Chula Vista, we still have agriculture deep in our blood. I'm hoping our wives enjoy it. I'm hoping my children enjoy it. And I'm hoping the next generation of Duarte family finds a place in agriculture and in Stanislaus County to find what we found. Again, it's a real honor. Thank you very much, and I hope we have a great night tonight.